My childhood life was a silver platter. I didn't want for anything coming up. I'm the only girl in the family. I have 4 brothers. I didn't become foolish with drugs until I was 25. I was a square, and it was the worst lie I have ever told in my life. I lied to the gentleman that I ended up dating, which is my daughter's father. And he asked me, had I ever snorted cocaine before? And I said yes. And from that point on is where my disease took off. He also introduced me to the crack cocaine as well. My drugs have caused me to become homeless. I never thought I would be a prostitute. I have eaten out the trash can. I have smoked cigarette butts off the ground. My parents had to put me out because I became the thief and the liar, and I was stealing from them so bad to support my addiction. It has caused me to lose my children, and that's the worst feeling as a mother that I could ever felt. I know I have harmed myself more, but to me I hurted my children more. I have 3 sons and a daughter. I remained clean 5 years, and I became a substance abuse counselor. And I went into the men's healing place working, and they had to let me go because of the boundaries of my background, which is grand larceny, petty larceny, prostitution, identity theft, those sort of nature. I ended up dating someone, and they relapsed, and I was supporting their habits for like 3 months. And then one day I just said, go get me some. And I opened that door back up. I do not hold them accountable. I hold myself accountable. And this time it caused me to become homeless. I ended up catching a distribution charge. The police kicked my door in. And that was a scary feeling, and my children was there with me. And so I ended up getting incarcerated. I stayed locked up 3 weeks, and then they let me go. But it still haunts me because it could come back on me as an indictment. The street life is no life. I have been in the predicament as being a prostitute. Never imagined that I would lower my self-worth, my self-dignity down to that point. But the drugs had so much control over me that I didn't care. All I knew that was the next best thing besides being a thief and a liar and a bagger. And it wasn't just for the drugs to have someone touching you that you don't want them to touch you, and your skin crawling, and you just need it to get a sandwich, something to eat, or somewhere to stay. And you got to belittle yourself to that person's standard and submit yourself to what they want you to do. The street life is no life for no one to live. No one. I don't wish heroin and crack on my worst enemy. For me, being honest with them, do not lie to them, tell them the truth, ask them questions, allow them to ask you questions, explain to them what you done been through, do not hide it from them, and do not give anyone else the opportunity to tell them that their mother is on crack or their father's on crack or heroin. Let them know yourself. For me, I let my children know where I've been, where it took me to, the lowest of life, how God done brought me out, and where I'm traveling now. It's being honest with them. They're not dumb. We can think they don't know. They know. You go in the room, you come back, you looking simple as hell in their face, and they like, why you looking like that? You weren't looking like that before you went behind closed doors. So I'm very open and honest with my children. Even when my door got kicked in this time and they was there, And it was like, "Are you coming back?" I don't know when I'm coming back. I don't know if I'm able to make bond. I don't know if someone's going to bond me out. But I will return. And this time when I return, you're going to have your whole mother coming back to you. And it hurts. It hurts to see their eyes crying. And they're crying for you, and you're crying out for them. And I tell any mother, if you got your children, you haven't lost them, give yourself a chance. Give yourself a break.